West Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago. This crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First play, and it's second down now. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down. And that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. The play fake. Here's Burrow. Open target here, Darius Slayton. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Vikings nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Fitzpatrick. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
2nd and 12.
Jamal Adams there on the tackle. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Saints' 20-yard line.
Now Fitzpatrick. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? Operating from the gun. Fitzpatrick. Under pressure, they got him again. Tack McKinley, his second sack of the night. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They go play action with Burrow.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. A big-time play there for New Orleans. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Burrow. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Hey, color.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Check. Look. Hey, 5-0.
First down, Fitzpatrick. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Fitzpatrick now from the 50. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again, it's Fitzpatrick. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. Fitzpatrick going to throw for it. That's caught. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Here's Lindsey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's got to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they go play action now. Burrow. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
Hey, we gotta go score. Let's go.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Here's 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick.
This will go to Henry out wide.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
6 yards.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Steps away to his left. He hits his target, Lockett. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
46-yard line.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
Back to it after the pick six. Fitzpatrick. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Henry. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for two. It's complete, but he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Darius Slayton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott Good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Daniel Carlson set to kick.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. 1 second, all that remains.
Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. He lets it fly for Lockett. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
He's down at the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Henry again on second down.
Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick. Escaping the pressure right.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Another throw there off the mark. And obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question. And my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Second down, looking to throw. Fitzpatrick. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. Fitzpatrick now. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And Fitzpatrick's throw into the hands of Boyle here.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To the air again, Fitzpatrick. He's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Drew Sample, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
They'll try and throw for it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Burrow on play action. Dancing to his left. And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
13-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Fitzpatrick.
Check down here for Henry. And he will have a Vikings 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
They'll throw again, Fitzpatrick. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Henry's got it out on the left side. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. There he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And how about the situation that we're in right now, because this is the 4th quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Fitzpatrick's throw complete there to Johnson.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Johnson, a gain of 9, brings up 2nd and 1 at the Saints' 46-yard line.
Fitzpatrick again. This complete to Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
And Henry gets the call there on first down as he pushes his way forward. A pickup of about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 112 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way